Previously on Nikki BS's History.
What's good, people, and welcome along to my latest video, which sees us heading back to Kinver. Now, I want to say for the last time, but I did say that in my previous video, but I have found another gem that I'll be sharing with you all today. Now, before I go any further, I just want to mention my map. I was quite surprised to realise the other day I've only actually been doing this for a little over 6 months. Crazy when I look at all the locations we've already hit together. Now, like I've previously said, I do plan on covering and mapping off as much as possible, so yeah, stay tuned for that, because I plan on turning this map yellow. So onto a pretty awesome little find that we come across while showing my friend around Kinver. And yes, I know I said that I was done with the place, because let's face it, I've covered the area pretty extensively. I mean, just look at the maps here. Like I said, I was showing my friend Dan around this place and then came across this, so I wanted to share it with you all. So a little bit of information on the area itself. So in the 1800s, someone supposedly built a Swiss village in the hills, but that was left to rot and ruin and eventually demolished. They then started carving the 285,000 square feet of tunnels into the sandstone hillside in 1941. Now, funny they can achieve such a feat when there was a world war going on, but that's just minor details. Now, I bring the tunnels up because they are really close by, and like I've shown you, supposedly only constructed in the early 1940s. That's funny, you have all these rock houses, caves, whatever you want to call them, which have been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years, yet we're told these tunnels were only constructed 80 years ago. We'll also gloss over the fact that Draco means dragon mound in Anglo-Saxon, which would suggest to me that tunnels or something else was there way before it is claimed. Now, maybe instead they were simply digging out these entrances in the 1940s. Now, anyone old enough and lived in Kinver, I would love to hear from you to see if you remember these tunnels actually being constructed. Now, I do appreciate we're talking over 80 years ago, but you never know. So I was aware of this place possibly existing, but I'd never been able to find it on my previous visits. Mainly due to being with Paige and Octavia and not wanting to drag them with me, and also not wanting to go alone, just in case. So being here with Dan, as well as Paige and Octavia, I was happy to leave those two whilst I dragged Dan along with me in the hopes of finding this place. And yeah, it was quite tricky to get to, and not actually knowing anything was here, I haven't got any footage leading up to it. That, and it might also give away the location, which I don't want to do. Now, you should be seeing quite a lot of untouched and undamaged, and what appears to be render, and a lot of it. There is also slight bits of graffiti dating back to and even before the tunnels that are close by were made, so proof that these were already here. So if these caves were already here, then why can't the tunnels have possibly been there already as well? I mean, the tunnels are also said to have a natural unlimited supply of water from a spring just beneath the surface of the tunnels themselves as well. Yeah, I find it fascinating at this place. Pretty much no litter in the whole place, and the odd bit that there was rather old. I think Dan found a bottle from 1910 and a couple of others from the 1940s. And as you can see, there's bricks scattered absolutely everywhere, which only had us asking more questions, which soon got answered. So we came across this pretty impressive fireplace, which hopefully you can all see for yourselves, with plenty more bricks lying around all over the place, and not all uniform, like not all the same shape and size and whatnot. They had different heights and whatever else, and yeah, they were also showing their age. Now, it appeared to us it could have possibly been somewhere they baked bricks back in the day. Now, I'm not saying it is, it's just that's what we got from it. And also the bricks lining the inside can be traced back to fire clay bricks from nearby Stourbridge, which have actually been in production since the 1700s, from what I've read, and are able to resist the highest of temperatures without melting. So you should be able to notice the sandstone blocks making up the outside of the fireplace. Now, I think we've actually found a way of cutting and shaping sandstone into blocks without much difficulty. Now, it does extend a little further with another room carved out with also a lot of brickwork in here as well. So yeah, not too sure what this place was or is, but different to most, if not all, in Kinver that I've seen and shown you guys so far. Yes, others have fireplaces, but nothing on this sort of level. And also, this appeared to be the most unspoilt and cleanest one of everyone that I've visited so far, which again is why I'm not giving you the location. Stay tuned, we're going to be heading back to Bridge North next time round. I've been Nicky B, and until next time.